In a city where neon light hides the truth and shadows whisper of things unseen, the line between man and monster is fragile. Some chase justice, others chase vengeance. But in the end, the veil shatters for us all. This is Shattered Veil, Episode 6, Night of the Shattered Sky. The night begins like any other. The city draped in neon and exhaust, laughter spilling from bars, sirens drifting like tired hymns. But Keon feels it before it comes, the air too heavy, the silence too sharp. Rin feels it too. Her sight stirs against her skin, tugging like a hand, warning her to look up. They are standing on a bridge when the sky cracks. It does not thunder or lightning. It splits, like glass under strain, like a wound across heaven itself. A jagged line of violet light tears through the clouds, then another, then more. The sky becomes a web of fractures, glowing, humming, vibrating with power too vast for mortal lungs. The people on the bridge stop. Some gasp, some laugh nervously, others raise phones to record. But when the first shape crawls from the crack, laughter dies, a veil burn, long-limbed skin, stretched too tight eyes, like pools of drowning stars. It claws its way out of the wound in the sky, shrieking a sound that rattles teeth and windows. Then another emerges, then another. Keon draws his revolver, the runes etched into its barrel glowing faintly in answer to the rift. It's starting. Rin pulls herbs from her satchel, crushing them into powder that glimmers faintly blue. She whispers words she doesn't remember learning. They're pouring through Cayenne. There's no sealing it, not tonight. The bridge erupts in panic. People scream, pushing past each other, trampling in their desperation to flee. Cars crash, horns blaring. The first Veilborn leaps onto the pavement, scattering bodies like paper. Keon fires, the bullet tearing through its skull. The creature shrieks and collapses, dissolving into mist that stains the air black. But three more take its place. Run, Rin shouts to the survivors. She casts her powder in a wide arc, forming a glowing circle on the ground. The families closest to her stumble inside. A dome of pale light rises, claws bouncing harmlessly off it. Inside the circle, a child sobs. Rin kneels, wiping tears with soot-stained fingers. Stay inside, don't break the line, no matter what you hear. Keon fights outside the ward, each shot cracking the night. For every Veilborn he drops, two more crawl from the widening rift. His arms ache, but his voice is steady, a vow between clenched teeth. I won't let this city fall, not like this. Later that night, barricades rise across downtown. Police cars flash, soldiers shout, but their orders are lies. On television screens, officials declare it a chemical explosion, a malfunctioning satellite, a phenomenon under control. Keon stands in the shadows, watching the broadcast play on a cracked shop window. His jaw tightens. Gas leak. That's the story they're selling. Rin steps beside him, her face pale in the flickering light. They'll bury this like they bury everything. They can try, Keon mutters. He turns to the skyline. The rift still glows, faint violet, growing wider by the hour. But you can't bury the sky. The next wave hits harder. Entire districts descend into chaos as the Veilburn spread. Some are massive, towering over buildings, their bodies rippling with claws and spines. Others are small, slinking like shadows between alleys, whispering into the ears of those too frightened to resist. Keon and Rin are everywhere at once, fighting, shielding, guiding. On the roof of a crumbling office, Keon shoots down a creature mid-lep, spinning the revolver with hands that never shake. In the ruins of a subway station, Rin scatters glowing powder to purify water that Veilburn had poisoned. They are outnumbered, but not outmatched. Together, they carve hope out of the night. On the bridge, Rin nearly collapses, sweat running down her brow as she maintains a barrier around a group of survivors. Keon lifts her onto his shoulder without asking. "You're no good to them, dead. I can hold it," she protests weakly. "You've done enough," he says, voice iron. "Let me carry the rest." Hours later, in the chaos of downtown Keon and Rin regroup in a deserted alley. The city burns around them, smoke choking the stars. Keon reloads his revolver with shaking hands. They're not stopping. Not until that rift is closed. Rin leans against the wall, clutching her chest, where her sight pulses like a second heart. Closing it isn't possible. Not for me. Not yet. But I can slow it. Keon glares. At what cost? She doesn't answer. She pulls a vial of her mother's concoction from her satchel, the liquid glowing faint green. Her hand trembles. Keon grabs her wrist. "Don't. You don't know what that will do to you." Rin looks up at him, her eyes already glowing faintly. "I know exactly what it will do. It will buy us time. That's all anyone ever has in this city." She pulls free, raising the vial to her lips. Keon curses, but doesn't stop her. The liquid burns down her throat, and the world shudders in answer. At the heart of the city, where the rift stretches widest, the Veilburn swarm like ants. Rin staggers forward, her hands glowing, her voice trembling with ancient words. Circles of light ripple across the ground, forcing the creatures back. For a moment, the rift pulses weaker. Keon fights beside her, every bullet buying her another breath. His arms ache, his lungs burn, but he doesn't stop. A massive Veilburn bursts from the rift, its body shaped like a centipede made of bones and ash. It slams into the bridge, breaking the concrete beneath them. Rin stumbles. The circle falters. The monster lashes toward her. Keon dives, catching her before the claw can strike. He fires point blank into the creature's skull. It shrieks, staggering, but does not fall. "Stay with me," he shouts. Rin's eyes glow like lanterns, tears streaming down her face. "I can't hold it." "Yes, you can," he growls. "You're stronger than this, stronger than them." Together, they rise. Rin lifts her hands. Keon raises his revolver, and for one moment, sight and steel align. Their attack shatters the centipede's skull, scattering it into smoke. But the rift still pulses above. Hours later, as dawn creeps over the horizon, the chaos begins to ebb. The rift flickers, weakened but not closed. The Veilborn retreat, slipping back into the fractures, like shadows recalling their master's call. Keon kneels, exhausted, cradling Rin against his chest. She is pale, her body trembling, her sight dimming. "You're alive," he whispers. "That's all that matters." Her eyes flutter open, a faint smile on her lips. "You carried me again." He smirks faintly. "Get used to it." Above them, the cracks in the sky linger. The city is broken, burned, bloodied, but it still stands. Keon stares at the horizon, voice low. They'll call it a gas explosion, a freak storm, but everyone who saw, they'll remember. The veil isn't hiding anymore. It's shattering. Rin clutches his coat weakly, and when it breaks completely, he holds her tighter, his eyes burning with fury. "Then we break them first." Far away, in a chamber hidden beneath the Syndicate's stronghold, the fox-masked leader watches reports flicker across screens. He chuckles softly. The detective and the alchemist's daughter. They think they've won a night, but all they've done is prove themselves worthy. The rift is opening on schedule, and when the sky falls, we will not hide, we will rule. He lifts Aya's silver necklace from the table, the charm gleaming in the dim light. Your brother fights well, he murmurs. I wonder if you'll thank him when you stand at my side. His laughter echoes in the dark, mingling with the sound of the rift pulsing above the city. Thank you for watching Shattered Veil. If this episode kept you on the edge of your seat, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. The sky has cracked, the veil is breaking, and the Syndicate's plans are only beginning. Stay tuned for Episode 7, Echoes in Glass.